第一呢，就是世界经济呢现在呢是在持续缓慢的这个复苏，但是呢还是非常的脆弱，而且呢也不平衡。
First feature is the international economy is going through a slow recovery.
第二呢，就是新兴的一些大国呢，现在在进一步的这个发展而且呢，这个国际力量对比也朝着更加均衡的一个方向发展。
Next, we are seeing some emerging new economic powers, and the world economy is becoming more balanced.
第三个特点呢，就是这个 G20 它的发展，那么给世界的政治经济一些机构呢，都可能会引发一些更深入的一些改革。
And the third is the expansion of the G20 group will have a far-reaching impact on the world.
第四点呢，就是国际安全的形势依然是错综复杂。
And the fourth thing is the international security situation is becoming more complicated.
首先呢，我们看一下世界经济这个缓慢的复苏，而且呢，它呈现出一种脆弱性和不平衡性的这么一个特点。
Let's talk about the imbalanced and complicated slow recovery of the world economy first.
当然，从这个在2008年世界金融危机发生以后呢，大家都经历了这个一种非常不平凡的这个经济也经历了一个很艰难的一段时期，现在呢，这个经过各方的共同努力现在这个世界经济呢在缓慢的这个复苏。
And we've been going through an economic crisis since 2008, and it has been a slow recovery.
那么从2010年全球的产出4.8%的增长率来看呢，这个明显的高于过去18年以来的一个平均的增长速度。
There was a growth of 4.8% in the world economy last year. This was faster than the average growth in the past few years.
但是呢，这样一个增长呢，实际上是在2008年和这个2009年世界经济增长呈现出一种负增长的这个基础上取得的，所以呢，它呢，从绝对的这个程度来看的话呢，比如像美国、欧元区还有日本这些主要的发达经济体呢，它的这个产出呢仍然没有恢复到危机出现以前的水平。
But in the developed world, in the developed countries, in the Western countries, the recovery has been very slow, and they have not been fully recovered.
但是呢，同时呢，它的失业率呢确实在不断的这个扩大而且呢，在去年2010年的时候，它的失业率呢仍然呢是像尤其西方发达国家一些这个地区它的失业率呢还都是在9%以上。
And in the meantime, the unemployment rate in Western countries has been going up, and last year it was still 9%.
是above 9%. That's a very serious kind of problem. 那么，从世界各个经济体的复苏的这个情况来看呢，增长的速度呢也是不一样的。像2010年亚洲发展中的经济体的增长速度估计呢是会高于9.4%，接近10%了可是发达经济体呢也只有3.5%。
The recovery of
它这个就说是这个是发达经济体的3.5倍了。
And it looks like the Asian developing countries are recovering much faster than the Western countries. The speed of recovery, the pace of recovery in Asian developing countries is 350% more faster than the Western countries.
另外一个这个全球经济里边现在出现的一个问题呢，除过金融危机的一些风险还存在之外呢，就是现在保护主义在加剧，发展的问题呢更加突出。
And the other problem we are facing now is there is increased in the tendency of protectionism in many countries.
所以呢，这些呢，以上所讲到的这些特点呢，可能都会使当前啊，我们就可以看得到，就是当前的这个经济形势啊，尽管呢是在不断的复苏，可是呢，它的这些问题呢，现在还是很复杂，而且呢，也还是挑战还是很严峻的。
And therefore, although we have been seeing our economic recovery in the world, the situation is very complicated and lots of challenges.
当然，一些主要的一些经济体呢，现在也都出台了一些新的战略啊，来应对这些挑战啊。我们可以看到，比如说美国颁布了一个国家创新战略，还有一个出口战略；欧盟也通过了2020的战略；日本提出了一些新经济增长；俄罗斯也提出了现代化的战略等等，啊，都是来应对这些，也都是希望能够抢占后危机时代的这个经济发展的一些制高点。
Many countries have been implementing new economic development initiatives or strategies, including the United States, European Union, Japan, and Russia. They have been implementing some very new strategies, important strategies.
那么我们讲到新兴大国作用进一步加强呢，我们这里边呢，可以给大家简单的说这么两个特点啊，也就是在这些年里边，一些新兴大国现在发展是比较快的。
In the past few years, there are some fast-growing new economies, especially large developing countries.
一个特点呢，就是这些发展呢，不是某一个单独的国家独自发展，而是一个群体性的发展。
One feature of this development is it has been development in a group of countries, not just in one or two countries.
那么第二个特点呢，就是这些发展中国家呢，他们意识到他们的发展呢，需要相互之间的这个协作啊，要和这个团结，所以呢，国际上出现了很多这个有关的一些组织，比如说叫金砖4国啊，还有这个基础4国等等。
And the other thing is that these countries have been coordinating with each other and collaborating together in developing their economies. For example, there are new groups emerging, like the BRIC and other new economic groups.
我们从这个图片里面就可以看到啊，这里边有这边这个图片，这就是the basic 叫 basic， 这里边呢这有中国这个印度、巴西、南非这个是叫the basic four。这边呢是这个印巴南3国首脑会议the Indian, Pakistan, the Indian, Brazil, and South Africa. That's the summit of these 3 countries. And here is the foreign ministers of China, of Russia, and India. And here are the 5 developing countries, the head of 5 developing countries, the leaders of 5 developing countries. So these are the kind of new emerging developments in the international, either in economic or in political arena. 第3点呢，我想讲就是这个G20这么一个这个集团的它的作用呢越来越大。
The G20 group is playing an increasingly important role in the world.
从这个金融危机爆发以后呢， 至今呢，这个20国集团现在已经召开了5次首脑会议啊，这5次首脑会议呢，都显示了他们在处理这个当前的金融危机问题上和这个对国际现行的一些经济政治秩序，他们这个改革过程中呢，现在都发挥着一些也非常重要的一些作用。
Since the beginning of the economic crisis, the G20 group has had 5 summit, the meetings of state heads, 5 meetings already.
The picture here is the Seoul Summit 2010. That was the 5th summit meeting of G20. Of course, this year we'll see France is going to host next one. And these meetings, I believe that the leaders have worked together and discussed many of these important issues around the world and dealing with some of the solutions to the economic problem and challenges and so on and so forth. People believe that this G20 has been playing an increasing important role in today's world. 那么中国呢，作为这个当今国际上一个重要的一个参与者和一个国家，我想呢，在这个国际事务中呢，现在也发挥着非常重要的一些作用。
China is an important economic power in the world.
It will be playing an increasingly important role in the world.
所以中国国家主席不仅呢参与了这5次G20的这个首脑会议，而且在会上发表了非常重要的见解，阐述了中国的立场。那么呢，我们总体上对于这个国际体制的变化呢，我们是一方面要积极的引导，也要一方面推动它的改革。
The President of China participated in all 5 G20 meetings and delivered speeches.
Let me just say a few words in English here. China as an important participant in the G20, at all its summits, and playing an important role. And there are some sayings internationally, and believing that China wants to establish another system, rather than the existing ones in the world. I believe that is a misunderstanding. China as active participating in the G20 and in the existing international system has been a very responsible member. Our position is that we'll play our role. We'll also try to play a role to push for some of the reforms still within this system. It's not to establish another kind of mechanism. And China's role is to, of course, every country wants to protect the national interests of its own, but at the same time, we also consider the interests of the many other developing countries, and but at the same time, we also understand that such reform is going to encounter very serious challenges. Any reform in its way will encounter challenges. So there is no doubt about that. But also, all parties will have to work very hard, even to struggle to protect their interests. So the process of the reform is going to be a long one. It's also to be a very tortuous one. 4点呢，简单的说一下当前国际形势，这个国际安全形势啊，应该说还是非常错综复杂的。
Fourth, I want to talk.
Fourth, we are facing a very complicated security situation in the international community.
传统的安全问题和非传统的安全问题，现在在国际上呢是相互交织的。
There are traditional and untraditional security issues.
而且呢，现在呢，还有一些冷战的一些思维，尽管冷战结束了，但是这个冷战的思维现在还没有完全消失啊。这个呢，也仍然有一些市场，而且呢，有些这个干涉的一些一些行为呢，还不断的发生。
And the Cold War mindset is still influential, and there have been interventions in international affairs.
国际上的一些冲突，比如说是巴以冲突啊，还有这个伊朗的核问题、朝鲜的核问题等等，现在还都是成为世界关注的一些热点。
There are hot issues of regional conflicts. For example, the Iranian nuclear program or the North Korea program, nuclear program, and the Palestine and Israel conflicts, and so on and so forth.
那么大规模的杀伤性武器这种扩散，这种风险呢，也还是存在。
And weapons of mass destruction is also a problem.
那么另外还有像这个恐怖主义、粮食安全、能源资源的安全、公共卫生的安全、气候变化、跨国犯罪、毒品走私等等，这些都是一些非传统安全的问题。现在呢，也持续的升温。
Lots of important untraditional threats, for example, terrorism, and transnational organized crime, drug trafficking, and so on and so forth.
所以呢，就说我们当前这个世界啊，现在仍然是不太平的，出发。当时虽然中国有世界上最强大的船队，但是呢，即使呢这个船队呢到了非洲最远的这个东海岸的时候，也没有这个带来任何的这个文化的侵略呀，或者殖民的一些色彩，完全是和平的一种旅行。
600 years ago, there was a famous general of the Chinese government, Zheng He, and he took a fleet to many countries, to visit many countries. There was no invasion or unpleasant incident during his visit tour of the world.
所以中国崇尚的就是一个和为贵，亲人善邻，协和万邦这样一种和平的文化团队。
And so our cultural tradition is basically we take care of our friendly relationship with all our neighbors, and we always appreciate peace and friendship.
所以我们所倡导的就是，尽管呢世界上有不同的文明，有不同的社会制度，但是我们主张这些不同的文明、不同的制度能够和平共处、和平生存、和平发展。
Although we understand that there are different cultures and different political, social systems in different countries, we hope that all these systems and all these nations can peacefully live together, coexist together.
我们也是承认世界的多样性，主张是和而不同。
We recognize the varieties of the various countries, and we should respect our differences.
另外一个，我们也是倡导，就是要互相尊重，尊重各自国家有权利选择他们自己的发展道路和政治制度。
And we also hope that different countries can respect each other's systems and the patterns of development, different patterns of development.
而且倡导呢，建立一个公正合理的国际政治经济的新秩序。
And we hope that we will be able to establish, there will be a new world order that is peaceful and fair and reasonable.
所以这个呢是，也就是说，在当今的中国这个发展道路上的，这个所谓以前有过的人们所讲到的，说强大的就一定会称霸，这个不会发生。
And therefore, there will not be a hegemony of China in the future. That's not going to happen.
那么，所以出于上面所讲的这些呢，我可以告诉大家，就是中国的外交就是要服务于中国的国家建设和中国的和平发展。
So, to sum up, the Chinese foreign policy is mainly to serve the development objectives of China and to protect peace in the world.
当然了，大家都知道呢，中国现在呢，从这个去年年底的话呢，中国国民生产总值呢，现在是已经超过日本，成为世界第2大的这个经济国家。
And last year, China, as you know, the GDP of China was number 2 in the world.
所以有些人呢认为呢，是不是中国呢已经从这个发展中国家这个队伍里边毕业了？
So some people are saying that China has graduated from the group of developing countries, no longer belong to developing countries.
认为中国应该承担更多的国际责任和义务。
And they think China should take more responsibilities internationally.
那么我们应该说，就是在中国，尤其是改革开放30多年呢，中国的经济建设和发展取得了这个非常重大的这个成就。
We should say that in the past 3 decades, China has achieved a lot, has achieved rapid development in its economy.
但是呢，实际上呢，因为中国有一个庞大的一个人口13亿人口，所以呢，如果说是按照人均国民生产总值来讲呢，中国现在还处在世界上100位之后。
But because we have a huge population, it's a country of 1.3 billion people. So if we're talking about GDP per capita, we are still behind many countries. We are on the list of, we are listed as 100 number 100 or so in the world.
当然，从这个图表里面我们可以看到那么尽管现在中国的 GDP 现在已经这个图表还是09年的那么如果是10年的话呢，我们可能会上升一点，成为第2位但是我们的人均 GDP 是我们从这个中国的人口这个情况看，可以看到我们这个还是非常的贫穷的一个国家。
So those 2 charts show you the difference between the GDP and GDP per capita. And so we are still a poor country.
那么，我现在可以给大家一些具体的数字，比如我们现在人均呢还只有3800美元人均的 GDP。
And I can give you a few numbers. The GDP per capita now in China is only $3,800 US.
那么这个呢是排在世界的第104位。
And this is number 104 in the world.
这个还不到世界人均水平800美元的一半。
Because the world average is $800 US.
8,000. We are only half, not yet half of this standard. 大约是美国人均 GDP 的1/12。
It's only 1/12 of the GDP per capita in the U.S.
是日本的1/10。
It's 1/10 of Japan.
那么中国呢，现在呢仍然有1.5亿的人口，现在人均生活水平还不到1天1美元。
China has 1.5 billion people, and the daily expense of the daily average expense of a Chinese person is less than $1 per day.
那么这个只是从这一个小小的这么一几个数字来显示，当然从其他方面还有很多了，比如科技发展，我们现在还很落后那么我们的这个出口尽管也是一个出口大国，但是我们出口呢主要是来料加工还占很大的这个分量等等。
We have other problems. For example, we are still behind in high-tech development, and we export a lot, but mostly those are labor-intensive, low-profit exports.
所以呢，这些方面呢，都讲一个问题，就是说现在中国呢，尽管现在呢，已经成为世界第2的经济上是世界第2的一个经济大国，但是呢，仍然中国不是一个经济强国，仍然是一个发展中国家。
So we can say China is a big country because its GDP is the world number 2, but we are still not a very strong country because the per capita GDP is very low.
那么我们从这个图片里边就可以看到，这个是在中国的甘肃省当地的一些中学生，他们这个用水呢，还是用这样最原始的一些手段，在这个井里取水。
And this picture shows you the high school students in Gansu province. They are digging a hole to get the water. They are still doing this to get the water.
Fetch the water, from this well, and 这个就是当西部一个山区学校上学，他们这个学校教室的情况，那跟我们这个教室是没有办法比的。
And that picture shows you the classroom of primary school in a mountain area in western China. It's incomparable with the classroom here.
所以呢，我们这个外交政策就非常明确，就是我们还要继续的为国家中心工作服务，要创造一个良好的长期的国际和平环境。
That's why we are going to continue to implement a foreign policy that will serve the central task of the nation and also to create a peaceful environment, international environment.
那么这是一个非常简要的关于当前国际形势和我们外交政策的一个介绍。因为时间关系呢，我不可能把我原来准备的所有内容给大家一一的介绍了。
I've prepared lots of content, but because the time is limited, so this is only a very summarized introduction of my understanding of the situation in the world and our foreign policy.
我想呢，今后呢，我们可能还会找其他的这个机会，那么这个来之前我可以给大家这个承诺做更充分的准备，不需要再出现这么一个局面，那么更好的给大家这个介绍情况。
And I hope in very near future I would be able to come here again and give you a lecture, and it will be better prepared.
最后呢，说几句关于澳门。
And let me make a few comments about Macao.
当然这个澳门回归已经11年了是完全按照我们这个1国2制、澳人治澳、高度自治这么一个方针，这个不断的发展的。
And China has returned to Macao has returned to China for 11 years now, and its development there has been a development according to the one country two system policy.
那么这11年呢，澳门的这个经济发展保持了15%的年均增长。
And the economic development here in Macao has been, in the past 11 years, there has been over the a two-digit, average two-digit development.
It's over 15% annually. That's a very fast growth. The important thing is that it has maintained for such a long time. 那么我们也知道，现在呢，这个尤其是今年，这个2010年，去年了，2011年的这个经济呢持续的向好，全年的这个经济这个增长呢，可能会接近30%的这么一个增长。
And last year, the estimated growth in Macau is close to 30%.
到澳门来访问的游客呢，也创造了这个历史上的这个一个高位，可能会达到这个2500万人。
And the number of tourists visiting Macau last year was record high.
我相信呢，我们在座的每一位先生、每一位女士，不管是是这个中国人还是我们的外国朋友可能都会都感受到了澳门的这样一种发展和感受到了澳门的这样一种变化。
I believe for everybody here, no matter whether you're Chinese or non-Chinese, you have witnessed the fast growth of the economy here.
那么澳门的这样一种发展变化这个就是我们前面讲到的，确实是这个贯彻落实一国两制方针的一个成果。
And the development in Macau has proven that the one country, two system policy has been successfully implemented.
那么这个也是中央人民政府和内地这个各级政府和人民对澳门支持的结果。
And it's also a result of the tremendous support provided by the central government and also the mainland Chinese local governments.
当然呢，也更是特区政府和当地的所有的居民共同努力的结果。
And it is also a success, of course, of the joint effort of Macau government and also all the people in Macau.
那么澳门呢，作为中国的一个特别行政区在过去的这个11年里边，在国际上的知名度也越来越高。
And Macau has gained more international recognition in the past 11 years. 这个我们知道呢，这个去年呢，在澳门举办了中葡论坛的部长级的第3次部长级会议。And you all know last year we had a very important forum, minister level forum of all the Portuguese-speaking countries here in Macau. 我们国家的这个总理温家宝先生呢，也到澳门来出席了这样一次会议，并且对澳门呢进行了这个考察。And Premier Wen Jiabao attended this event and he visited Macau. 那个会议呢，取得了非常重要的成果。That forum achieved very important results. 咱们会进一步加强澳门作为中葡中国和葡语国家这个合作的一个非常重要的平台。And this forum will become very important forum platform for more cooperation between China and the Portuguese-speaking countries. 对澳门的这样一种平台作用会进一步凸显。And Macau will be playing increasingly important role as the platform of this cooperation. 那么中国和葡语国家今年的贸易在这个会议上呢，大家一致的各国这个与会的，不管是国家元首还是政府首脑还是有关部长各国代表团团长一起呢，也设定了一个目标，我记得是在2013年的时候，中国和葡语国家的贸易总量应该达到1000亿美元。And by 2013, the total of value of trade between China and Portuguese-speaking countries will reach over 100 billion US dollars.
但是我们根据现在最新的一些报道啊，今年也就是去年年底了，不是应该说今年了，2010年年底，中国和富裕国家的这个贸易额呢，已经突破了800亿美元了。
By the end of last year, actually, the value of trade between China and the Portuguese-speaking countries was already over 80 billion US dollars.
所以呢，我想呢，我们用不着等到2013年了，甚至呢，2012年都等不到。那么这个1000亿美元的这么一个贸易总量的这么一个目标就会实现。
And I believe that even before 2013, or even before 2012, we will be able to reach the goal of 100 billion US dollars.
所以从这点说呢，就说是我们外交公署啊，在澳门我们会继续做好我们的工作，来协助来支持特区政府依法施政。
And the Foreign Affairs Office, Ministry of Foreign Affairs Office in Macau will do its best to assist the Macau government to implement its policies according to its laws.
那么进一步呢，来协助特区政府和这个澳门特区对外交往和交流。
And we will continue to assist Macau to develop its friendly international cooperation with other countries.
同时呢，我们也积极的来促进中国和葡语国家双方的这个各方面的往来。
And in the meantime, we'll promote more friendly relationship with Portuguese-speaking countries.
当然呢，我们也会进一步的更广泛的和我们澳门各界这个交往。
And we will have more exchange activities with the people in Macau.
当然也包括我今天来访的圣约瑟大学和在座的各位女士、先生、老师和同学。
And that will include the St. Joseph University and also our teachers and students and the friends here.
那么最后呢，我想呢，再一次对今天出席这个介绍会的各位女士、先生、老师、同学表示深深的感谢。
And finally, I should thank all the teachers and students, ladies and gentlemen, for attending this event.
At the same time, thank you very much for that applause, and that's a great encouragement. And I also apologize for not being fully prepared, for different audiences today. And but I expect I will have another opportunity in the future, or some of my colleagues will come, and we can exchange views on different issues. We can also discuss whatever we are interested in. And this is a great opportunity. And thank you very much for your patience and also for your concern about China's foreign policy. Thank you very much.
Ambassador, please. We still have a few minutes, and now I will show you again. We still have a few minutes, so if any of you have any questions that would like to ask the ambassador, now is the time. In any language. Yes.
Good morning. story of China's progress and development is extraordinary. What lessons do you think have been learned and can be shared with other countries of the world about China and its extraordinary development?
Well, actually, I think your question should be answered by both these countries concerned and also here, of course, if you want to hear my answer. You know, from China's development, personally, I experienced almost the whole process of the 30 years of reform and open offer of China. Personally, I believe, you know, one important thing China will continue to do is to maintain its stability. Without stability, whatever people want to achieve is just empty talk. And secondly, I believe, you know, from what we have achieved, what we have done in all these more than 30 years, that is the policy of open up. We will continue to stick to this policy, and there is no way, you know, there is no way out if you go back to the previous policy. That's what I want to just be very brief to answer your question. Thank you.
Can I ask you a question, Mr. Lasser? You were talking about the BRICS, the emergent countries. China is going to receive the next BRICS meeting, and you are adding up to Brazil, Russia, and China, so South. What is China expecting from BRICS? Is also China going to support the India and the Brazil ambitions to become permanent members of the Security Council? Thank you.
Well, for the BRICS, of course, I mentioned in my speech that this group is playing an important role in international affairs. China certainly will continue to work together with these countries to deal with these international issues. These people feel that consider them important. And these countries, I believe, will also play their due role in the process of finding solutions to different problems. We certainly, I believe that China supports, these different countries to play a more big role in international affairs.
Two questions for you. First one is drawn from the foreign affairs. That would be, what is Chinese government's policy to address the non-traditional threats such as the natural disaster and international terrorism? And what is Macao's role in it? And the second question is drawn for a Canadian experience would be the riots surrounding the G20 summit. Does it have a positive impact or negative impact on the policy makers' agenda? And that would be case in point in Toronto one.
Can you repeat the last part again?
Yes. The riots surrounding all the G20 summits, does it have a positive or negative impact?
You mean the riots?
The Toronto one.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, for these non-traditional threats, and I said, I said also in my speech that we very much stress international cooperation. One is China will certainly be more active in the participation in the relief work, and we would offer whatever we can to help to help with this. The disaster-hitting areas, and offer, others money or goods or produce or whatever. And we also we send medical groups. We also send this peacekeeping force to different places. We'll continue to do that. And as to what you mentioned about this G20, certainly that's an important mechanism now in dealing with these international difficulties and economic, particularly right now, mainly on the economic and financial areas. And that is also, I believe, very much depends on international cooperation and coordination. So that, I believe, will continue, and China will continue to support that. For rights, the people have different ideas. They may post some of their actions there. But I believe that the role of the G20 will continue. Thank you.
Any other question? One more question? You have so many students here. Not having any more questions, Your Excellency, I would really like to thank you for insightful and clear statements about Chinese foreign policy and development and your ideas about the world and the need for more cooperation and definitely more peace. It's a pleasure and honor.